Annuncio vobis gaudium magnum. Habemus papam. Eminentissimum ac reverendissimum Dominum, Dominum Robertum Franciscum, Sancte Romane Ecclesiae, Cardinalem Prevost, qui sibi nomen imposuit Leonem XIV.
Hello everybody, this is Prashant Solomon and welcome to my channel. On May 8, 2025, Cardinal Robert Francis Prevost was elected as the new Pope. He took the name of Leo XIV. Now when I first saw Cardinal Prevost and now the new Pope Leo XIV emerge on the St. Peter's balcony, I immediately thought there was something about him that reminded me of Pope John Paul II. And the moment I saw him and I heard him speak, I just felt this positive energy coming out of him. I felt a feeling of depth of his character, of his personality. I don't know anything about him at that time. I didn't really know much about him. After that, of course, I've read about him and I have learned about him. But up till that time, I had heard his name. I had heard his name as one of the possible contenders, but it was not one of the most expected people. But yet he did win, and he won relatively quickly. So it shows that the cardinals had faith in him, and they did elect him relatively quickly. I mean, within 24 hours. So when I saw Pope Leo XIV, I was happy to see, and I was happy to hear that the first words that he said as Pope, at least to the general public, was "Peace be unto you all," or something like that. So I feel that this new Pope is going to bring a much needed healing touch to the church. I feel that he is going to try to bring different ideologies within the church also together. There's a more progressive side, there's a more conservative side. And based on what I'm hearing from interviews of people who know him, is that he is going to definitely try and bring these people together. And there's definitely a certain amount of depth about Pope Leo XIV that is, he seems to be quiet, he seems to be sort of reserved, very down to earth, but yet there's a gravitas about him. There's something about him that there's this energy, I could sense this sort of a spiritual energy coming out of him that I feel is positive. And in this world that we're living in these times, we need a leader, especially somebody like the Pope, who's a religious leader, spiritual leader, but yet also in a way is a political leader, because the Vatican is an independent country. He will meet world leaders. He does have a certain amount of influence because there are 1.6 billion Catholics on this planet, and that is a large number. And I hope and pray, I pray for the new Pope, and I urge all of you to also pray for him, that he will perform the role of Pope in a positive way that will help humanity, that will help bring peace to the earth and goodwill amongst all people. And the name Leo XIV is significant also because the last Pope Leo was Pope Leo XIII, who was at the turn of the 20th century. He was like 1870 something till 1902 or 1903, something like that. And he is very well known for his work towards the social, the social action of the church, primarily to do with workers and employers, trying to bring justice and equality towards the workers. And that I feel that the fact that the new Pope has chosen the name Leo XIV is that he wants to continue in the same spirit of Leo XIII, and relatively Pope Leo XIV, the new Pope, is relatively young. He's only 69 years old. He's the first ever American-born Pope. He was born in Chicago, and apart from that, he's also spent a large amount of time in Peru. And Peru being a very spiritually charged place, I feel that his years in Peru have given him a certain amount of spiritual experience and spiritual depth and connection with the Christ consciousness, which I feel is necessary in the world today. The world is going through a lot at the moment. There are tensions all over the world. The most recent one in India and Pakistan. I pray for the entire world that there is peace and that people learn to live together peacefully in harmony, and that soon we will go into more peaceful times, more stable times in our world. Once again, I congratulate the new Pope, Leo XIV, and I urge everybody to pray for him, pray for the new Pope, for God to give him wisdom and strength and fortitude in order to perform his role as the Pope. And yeah, that's it for now. See you again next time. Bye-bye.